What is up, everybody? I'm your host of Brunning and Stave, and today we're talking about the world's biggest scam and how it just got worse. And this isn't just affecting the average Joe, this is going to hurt a lot of prominent, well known people, from Tom Brady and his now ex wife Giselle to the Miami Heat franchise, all the way, oddly enough, to the Democratic Party. This is your place for quick breakdown, so hit like and subscribe, and let's get into it. FTX, a popular crypto exchange, has collapsed, gone bankrupt, and lost between 1 and 2 billion of people's money. Let me know in the comments if you hold crypto and if you were affected by what we're talking about, because a lot of people were, and more are likely to come as exchanges go bankrupt. Many professionals are saying to get out now, and what's really shocking is that all the mainstream finance professionals are saying that, but so are all of the YouTube finance channels. They are rarely on the same side about anything, so that kind of gives you an idea of how bad this is. Sam Bankman-Fried went from being a multi-billionaire to no measurable worth overnight. For those of you who don't know, SBF, as he likes to be called, made his start by trading $10,000 of Bitcoin into a billion over 18 months, essentially by exploiting a price glitch where it was cheaper in Japan than elsewhere, so he would buy it on the Japanese market and then unload it elsewhere for an immediate profit. Then, with the help of a lot of other people's money, opened a crypto exchange called FTX. And once again, to work the system, he had another company called Alameda, which essentially set the market for FTX. Crypto has been under scrutiny as of late from the federal government. They feel it needs more regulation. Several Democrats have put forth legislation to be considered, and when things like this happen, it lends to their position. Oddly enough, Democrats are one of the parties hurting from this ordeal. SBF was one of the biggest donors for Biden's campaign and the 2022 midterms, and said he would like to give $1 billion for 2024's efforts, which would easily be 5 to 6 times what George Soros gives, George Soros, of course, being the #1 donor to Democrats currently. But they are far from the only ones hurting. Shaq, the Miami Heat, Mercedes F1, Tom Brady, Giselle, and the list goes on. Plus, of course, the thousands and thousands of regular people who also lost their investment and most likely won't be seeing it return. Tom Brady and others who did commercials for FTX were paid in crypto, so not only did they lose their investment, they basically didn't get paid for their work promoting the Ponzi scheme. Guess it's a good thing Tom didn't actually retire. Wonder if the NFL offers overtime pay.
Fortune favors the brave! My dad said he listened to Matt Damon and lost all his money. Yes, everyone did!
As bad as all of this is, it actually just got worse. But first, if you're enjoying so far, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. After filing for bankruptcy, they were hacked and more than $900 million was stolen. FTX came out and told people to delete the app and avoid their website. They said they were already moving digital assets to cold wallets, but expedited the process to mitigate damage. But that's not all. FTX also moved $10 billion to SBF's other company, Alameda, quietly as if no one would notice $10 billion. When asked about it, SBF said they didn't do it in secret, we just misread a confusing label. As if that explains anything. This guy is a weasel, and actually described what he was doing as a Ponzi scheme at one point without realizing it, of course, because the guy's an idiot. But Elon Musk is not clueless, and apparently he listened to good advice or really just knew this guy is full of it. SBF came to Elon wanting to invest $3 billion into Elon's attempt to buy Twitter. Grimes even tried to sell Elon on the idea, but he wasn't having it, saying about SBF he set off the bullshit alarm, and even questioned if he had $3 billion liquid. Unfortunately, not everyone was that smart, and now SBF owes millions in sponsorship money on top of the money to all the people who he stole from. Obviously, the Miami Heat have cut ties, and the Miami Arena will no longer become FTX Arena, but he's still technically, contractually on the hook for sponsorships. There isn't really a winning scenario coming out of this. Obviously, SBF getting jailed is a small win, but what about the thousands and thousands of people who lost their life savings, or the small businesses who took a chance on it? And a lot of banks are also taking massive hits, and in the current economy, this is not going to end well. Of course, there will likely be some sort of bailout for the institutions, but not for the regular people. And what's ironic is that it'll be the regular people's money that's bailing out the banks. Then to top off all of that, you know government regulation is coming for sure, as if any regulation from any government ever has ever made anything better. So as you can see, the world's biggest scam just got worse, and it may continue to get worse as the outlook on all of cryptocurrency gets very dark. Anyway, that's it for this one here on Brunning and Stave, your place for quick breakdowns. And as usual, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.